What's going on, everybody? This is the Wisdom Matrix, and this video is about something that I've talked about a little bit before, called systems thinking. So what is systems thinking? Basically, systems thinking is when you take, basically what it does is it gets rid of the old paradigm of cause and effect, and it goes into a different type of way of thinking, which basically connects all these different causes and effects together. So say you want to know why, gas prices are rising. It's because the demand for the gas is rising, and there's not enough gas. Well, why is there not enough gas? Because they're not drilling in a whole lot of places or whatever. And why is that happening? Well, that could be because they're doing that purposefully so that they can get more money for it, or it could just be harder to drill in certain areas. So so it's harder to drill, or it could be a whole bunch of different things. And why is this the case? Well, because when you drill for oil, eventually when you're drilling deep into the ground for oil, you'll find that it gets harder and harder and more expensive, and the drill bits get hotter and hotter until they eventually reach the point where you can't really drill very far anymore. So you have to find other oil pockets. And why is this the case? Well, because there's only there's only a limited amount of oil in the world, in the ground. Because the cause for that is because the fossils take like billions of years to turn into oil. And why is that the case? Well, I don't know, but there's a cause for that as well. And so all of these little causes kind of connect together. And this is a bit simplified, but this is just a starting point to get you started on understanding why systems thinking, or how systems thinking works. So why should I learn about systems thinking? Well, because it takes, an analysis and synthesis thinking, which I haven't really gone into. But basically, analysis thinking is where you analyze things. You pick things apart, with your mind or whatever. But with synthesis thinking, you put those things together again. Systems thinking requires both of these modes of thinking. And one reason why this may be useful is because when you start getting annoyed or mad about something, you can ask yourself, well, why am I mad about this thing? Well, it's because this person did this. Well, why did they do this? Because they thought it was a good idea, or maybe they didn't know that it would cause the thing that you knew it was going to cause, or that you didn't even know it was going to cause. And why did that thing happen? Because, I don't know, laws of physics or whatever it might be. And this kind of, takes the burden away from the person, and it makes sure that you don't think of things in black and white, or otherwise known as all or nothing thinking. And this is how you can take a lot of this stuff, a lot of your anger, and you can divert it a little bit, maybe. Because we like to think of things as cause and effect, right? Like, oh, well, this person caused it, this person's to blame. Well, why is this person to blame? Well, because he did this. Well, why did he do that? Well, I don't know. Maybe he didn't realize that it would do what he thought it would do. He thought it was going to do something different. He had good intentions. Well, why did he have good intentions? What did he want to change? And so you see that, like, pretty much everything that a lot of things that people do, they do for their own reasons, right? We all do what we do for our own reasons, and this can kind of give you a bit of a look behind the curtain, because there is no single cause for something. It's like a feedback loop of cause affecting effect, affecting the cause, affecting the effect, and it kind of correlates backwards. And there's multiple causes that affect multiple effects too. So it kind of like spreads out sometimes. And also you'll start realizing that a lot of things are pretty connected. I won't say necessarily that everything is you can do this with everything, but a lot of things you can do this with, and it goes back to something called a holon. Basically, a holon is just like, think of like an atom that's inside of your body, or no, not even an atom. Let's think of like an electron that's part of something called an atom, which is part of something called, I don't know, your foot, which is part of something called your leg, which is part of something called your body, which is part of something called, and something larger called your room, which is something larger called the planet, or something which is in something larger called the solar system, which is in something larger called the galaxy, which is in something even larger called the universe. And this is holon thinking. Basically, it just means that everything is kind of within something that's larger than the thing that it's in, and there's smaller things that it has, that it's part of, that it has. Like, say, like our human body. We're not just made out of a human body. We're not just a human body. We're not just us. We're made out of atoms and a bunch of other smaller things. And these atoms make up, like, say, an organ or a brain or whatever, which make up the body, or the head area, which make up the body. And so these different, like, smaller things connect together to make something larger. So this is a good way of thinking of things, is like we are all one, because this kind of is used for that purpose. I mean, it could be used in that purpose, for that purpose. So, and this video is a bit different from my usual videos, but I am changing things up, because you can only talk so much about the mind and stuff like that. I mean, I might do another video about that. But for the most part, if I do other videos on spirituality, it's going to be more about techniques rather than theory, unless I find more information or more insights that may be useful in the future. And if I do, I'm going to try and, like, I don't know, put it together with certain techniques or something. Because I have noticed that sometimes I don't always put techniques in with theory, which is, part of that is because I don't really think very far ahead when I'm making a video. Why is that? Because I get excited about something. I get really excited about one of these, like, insights that I've come across, and so I make a video without really thinking ahead. And why did I do that? Because of this insight. And why did this insight happen? Because I did, certain spiritual practices. And so here you can see here that this is what systems thinking can help you do. Get you away from all or nothing thinking. And so this is exactly how systems thinking works. So, and this is how, it can change your perspective on things. So anyways, this is the Wisdom Matrix. If you like this video, please like it. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in the future. And if you got some kind of benefit from this video, share it with other people so they can get the same kind of benefits as you did. Excuse me. This is the Wisdom Matrix, and I'll see you in the next video.